What's up, nerds? It's your nerd, the OG GM, coming to you live on a Tuesday morning here at Site B. It's about 8:30 in the morning on the first day of August in the year of our Lord Steve the Cat 2023. It is Steve the Cat's official birthday. 1 year ago today, Steve was adopted. It's my birthday week. It is Midsummer Scream, which means we're getting all the announcements for the big major haunts and a few of the minor haunts. We're finally getting some information from what happened over at San Diego Comic Book Con as we go into the beginning of comic book convention and con convention season, which means, of course, we can't talk about that topic unless we talk about our favorite thing in the whole wide world, Hasbro. Hasbro and its ability to both correctly and incorrectly handle the IPs it currently controls. Now, I know this is going to shock a few of you. A few of you might have an issue with what I'm about to say, but this is the truth. So don't get upset. Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast. Hasbro owns Dungeons and Dragons. Hasbro owns Magic the Gathering. It's not the other way around. I know there are people out there that would have you believe that Wizards of the Coast owns Dungeons and Dragons, but they don't. I know there's people out there who would have you believe, who seem to have misunderstood, that Wizards of the Coast does not own Magic the Gathering. Hasbro does. Wizards of the Coast is just the production company that develops the intellectual properties that is Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. When it comes to final decisions regarding the fate of D&D and Magic the Gathering, it is Hasbro who is making these decisions that Wizards of the Coast is then implementing. Hasbro owns Dungeons and Dragons. Why am I telling you this? Because apparently Hasbro has announced that they're going to do something that they said they were going to do. It's amazing. It's amazing that people still are upset about this. I can't believe how many times I say this, but Hasbro said, hey, guess what? We're taking Dungeons and Dragons and going digital. And people are still like, what? How dare you? And now they're like, hey, this whole AI thing, yeah, we're probably going to do something with that in regards to D&D and Magic the Gathering. We're hiring some people to come in and talk to us about doing artificial intelligence, maybe in regards to D&D Beyond. Yeah, we know Wizards of the Coast told you we were going to do this. For some reason, people seems to think they didn't, even though they specifically said there's going to be possibly an AI DM feature on D&D Beyond. There's probably people going, oh, what? Hasbro's hiring people to do AI? But they said they weren't. And Hasbro's like, no, we never said that. I don't know where you're getting that information from. Here, do you want the transcript? So Hasbro has released some trailers, some sneaks for the figures that are coming out for 2023 Christmas and 2024. Why is this important? Because it shows us where Hasbro is focusing most of their attention. And words from San Diego Comic Book Convention is the focus for the rest of 2023 and 2024 is Star Wars #1, Marvel #2, Transformers #3, G.I. Joe #4, Power Rangers #5, Dungeons and Dragons #6, and Avalon Hill #7. So right now, the most important franchise to Hasbro is Star Wars. The least important is Avalon Hill. Those are where they are focusing their energy for creating new product and advertising and toys. So right now, for some reason, Hasbro feels that Star Wars is a more reliable source for toys and merchandising than, say, Avalon Hill or Dungeons and Dragons. So, yes, that is where the focus of their investments are going to go. It doesn't mean you won't see a lot of energy still invested in D&D for the 50th. It just means that, as far as Hasbro is concerned, in the worldwide market, these are the things. Now, why Star Wars? Is there some big date coming up with Star Wars? Some big announcement from Star Wars? No, I mean, things seem to be pretty quiet over in the Star Wars thing. I mean, other than Ahsoka coming out and them talking about new shows, it's not like a franchise contract is about to expire that Disney has a option to renew in 2024 or not. Okay, so here we go. We got some normal figures, we got some low-end figures, and we might have a sneak of some Lightning collection. So G.I. Joe, of course. Marvel, of course. Transformers, of course. Here we go. Star Wars Retro Collection getting some love. Look at this. Here's a Star Wars retro figure of a character you've never heard of, Darth Raven. Star Wars Retro Collection of one of the clones. Star Wars Retro Black Series, R2-D2. The Black Series is the Lightning collection for Star Wars figures. That's the ultimate ones. Again, another one of this Prey Vizzle guy. There's our boy Thwan. Our boy Thwan getting some love. Blade, for some reason, getting some love with Star Wars Marvel Legends. And it's the Wesley Snipes Blade. Wesley Snipes Blade. Not the new guy. It's Wesley Snipes Blade figure. Not the new guy. Why not the new guy? Interesting choice. When are we going to see the new guy? Possibly with Halloween coming up, just like they did last year with Werewolf by Night. Maybe a Halloween special with our boy Blade. Possibly Wesley and the other guy. We've got this Marvel for a character most of the people have never heard of, Clea. She's Stephen Strange's wife / apprentice. We've got this the Fist. This Black Series. Look at this guy. Marvel Legends Lightning Collection Iron Man. That looks nice. Then we got this really awful looking Power Man. We've got this Lady Bullseye. We've got this awful Daredevil. Here's a Cobra Deluxe. Yeah. This one looks nice. Yeah. So we can see toy-wise, at least for the rest of this year, what their focus is mostly seems to be Star Wars and Marvel. Not a lot of love for Transformers coming up for the remainder of the years. And definitely the emphasis, again, seems to be Star Wars. So from Marvel's point of view, the Star Wars toy line is still a big seller. So I guess Hasbro and Disney have come up with a new contract, possibly. Maybe because something's going to expire in 2024 and Hasbro wants to take advantage of it. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Certainly interesting. That's about all the news Hasbro has given us so far for toy things. Now, why do I mention Star Wars? Star Wars seems to be pretty okay. The Marvel license seems to be petering off, possibly with the way Disney is handling Marvel. So Hasbro is focusing less attention on Marvel and focusing a lot of attention on Star Wars because of the Ahsoka, because of the new books, and possibly because something to do with licensing changes in 2024. IP, maybe? I don't know. It's not like it's in the news or anything. Power Rangers, on the other hand, for people who are all about the whole Power Rangers Dungeons and Dragons crossover, and that because Hasbro owns Power Rangers and Hasbro owns Dungeons and Dragons, they exist in the same universe. Well, Power Rangers Hasbro is in trouble, especially when it comes to Power Rangers Hasbro's relationship with Netflix and Power Rangers Hasbro's relationship with Toei, who are the creators of the Super Sentai that most of Power Rangers have been inspired from. So Coup Ranger, Space Sentai Coup Ranger, is the series that they are co-opting for the most latest version of Power Rangers Cosmic Fury. It's a continuation of Power Rangers Dino Fury, except now they're going into space to fight Lord Zed. Yes, I know, Lord Zed is gone. He was turned back human at the end of Power Rangers in Space, but I guess they found a different universe version of Lord Zed. He's a much more streamlined, more wicked looking, basically, other than the stupid thing on his forehead. This is from the images we've seen so far, this is the Lord Zed we always wanted, but never got, because the original Lord Zed was, designed for Power Rangers Super Sentai. So there are rumors that this is going to be the last season of Power Rangers, at least the last season of Power Rangers that connects to the Super Sentai, even though there are still tons of Super Sentai series that Hasbro could milk. They are apparently, through this deal with Netflix, going to now make original, remastered, revisioned Power Rangers totally original with no connection to the Super Sentai whatsoever, but possibly more focused on the Boom Studios comic book stuff and the stuff that they can have complete control of. Because, their last attempt to do a 100% Hasbro-centric Power Rangers 2017 was such an amazing hit. No, it wasn't. And Power Rangers the movie was such an amazing hit. No, it wasn't. And Turbo on a Power Rangers movie, also no. In fact, every time Hasbro or America has tried to do a Power Rangers movie, it has failed miserably. So it'll be interesting to see how they take Q Ranger, which was a 32 episode, if you count the specials and the movies, with 12 main characters, each one based upon a zodiac symbol, and turn that into a 10-episode series focused on 5 characters. But they're still using the Q Ranger Zords. Everything else is going to be original. And right now it's only scheduled for 10 episodes. So needless to say, Toei is not very happy with them, especially after giving them $30 million to do Power Ranger stuff on Netflix, signing the huge contract with Netflix, and then making that amazingly awful anniversary episode with Billy and company. Yeah. So, Power Rangers news. What does that have to do with D&D? Absolutely nothing. I just like to make fun of people. Because a lot of people are all upset right now about the whole AI thing. And how dare Hasbro do that? And Hasbro's like, we told you we were going to do this. What part of this is our plan did you not understand? It's black and white. It's right here. And then other people are like, well, Wizards of the Coast said they weren't going to do AI. And Wizards of the Coast is like, we never said that. In fact, here's the information. We were talking about D&D Beyond, and we specifically did say we were thinking about creating an AI DMs program in D&D Beyond and in the new virtual tabletop. So if you want to play D&D, but you can't find a group, there's an AI DM available for you, so you can still play. Right? Yeah. Or if you don't have a DM and there's only like 1 or 2 of you, the AI could probably run a game for you. I mean, yeah. We're going to do that. At least we're going to experiment with that. At least we're going to hire some, temp workers to toss some ideas around and see if it's something that can actually work. And 2020, OGGM is saying, hey, look, here's a list of all the things Hasbro has planned from 2020 to 2027. In 2020 through now, tabletop role-playing game community is still going, I can't believe Hasbro is doing this. I can't believe Hasbro is making a choice that they consider best for their business. I can't believe that Hasbro would do something that, makes total sense for a business to do in order to continue to perpetuate what the business needs to do, which is keep up with the times and make money and stay relevant. How dare Hasbro do that? And again, 2020, Hasbro's going, we told you we were going to do this. In 2021, Hasbro's going, yeah, 2020, Hasbro told you we were going to do this. In 2022, Hasbro's going, look, guys, we told you we were going to do this. In 2023, Hasbro's just going, I can't believe you guys are still angry at us. We told you we were going to do this. So that's the Hasbro news. We've got PulseCon announced for September, which means that's when we will see the Q2 numbers. Hasbro stock is sticking around the 120 range, so that's good, considering how badly it has dropped before. It still hasn't gone below 100. I know a lot of people were hoping it would, but it seems to be doing relatively well. Not sure why, but they are. I guess the toys are still doing well enough for them, and the digital stuff and the speculations of what the digital stuff is. So there you go. Hopefully I won't have to talk about this whole AI thing again in regards to Hasbro, because they're literally telling you what their plans are. See ya.